Hello everyone, welcome to Bee's Cocina. Today I am actually going to do something simple. I notice that every time I'm cooking, I'm always on a rush and everything is such a big deal, and I notice that most of the stuff don't come out. I'm moving too fast and most of my videos are becoming a little bit more, I would say a little bit all over the place. This one is going to be a simple one. Not that I plan it very well, obviously, because I don't have time for it, but I am going to try to include two things that I'm doing for dinner today. Today I visited Costco, and I also have a bunch of stuff that I have to go over with you guys that I just bought in Costco, and I think that you guys need to go and grab because there's a lot of sales going on Costco that are worth your time and effort. But right now, what I'm going to do is the white rice, because I noticed that every time I'm rushing through it, and I want you guys to really get the concept of how to make the white rice. The white rice is so simple to make. It's just like, it's just basically you grabbing a pot, which is this pot right here. Sorry, grabbing a pot, right? I'm gonna get closer to here. Sorry if the extension doesn't actually allow for more. I'm gonna have to switch it over and into a closer one. Obviously, sometimes my lighting doesn't actually work very well in certain locations, so I have to move it. But this is gonna be one of those locations where I'm gonna have to move it even if I don't want to. But here we go. Okay, so I am moving that pot closer to it, and I'm gonna show you what is expected of you to do. First, you're gonna get a pot. This is the pots that I like. The pots that are aluminum, and basically they are Dominican staple, and this is the one that you normally cook. When I want to do a little bit of rice, I would do this one. When I want to do a lot of rice, like maybe 5 cups of rice, I would take this one in the back right here. Let me just go back and show you guys. Depending on how much you're doing, it will depend on the recipe, on the container. So this one I would do 4 or 5 cups. This one I'm only doing maybe 3 cups of rice. So this is perfect for 3 cups of rice, because we're going to pair it with something that I love doing, which is, let me put the light on because I obviously forgot about that. What I love doing is that when I go to Costco is to pick up a chicken from Costco. I know people say that, you know, not to do that, whatever. But when you're a family of 4 and you go to Costco and you had a busy day and you want to do something fast, why not? I say Dominican, I like Costco chicken, but there's always room for improvement. What I do is I put a little bit of my Sofrito on top of it. I cut them very well. I cut them in little pieces. I basically dice up the whole chicken, and then I put it in the oven at 400 for 30 or 45 minutes, depending on how crispy I want it. Normally it will be an hour. That will be my ideal place, and then I will cover with foil for that whole hour. I will put the McCormick Grill Mate Montreal steak, and then I will put the chicken one too. I put both of them, and I put a little bit of sofrito on top of it, and the result is delicious chicken. Of course, you're cooking it for 1 hour more, so that's gonna be tenderizing that chicken and making it much flavorful. So this is what we use, and this is what we do. I tend to put, I already did this, so this is gonna be a short video. It's not gonna be a complicated one. All you have to do is sprinkle the McCormick chicken Montreal with it. And then you're gonna put a little bit of the Montreal steak on top of it. And then you're gonna put a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion. But I did not do that because I put my sofrito on it. Only that would be if you don't have your sofrito with it. It would be garlic powder and onion powder. That's my recommendation to you guys. But to each his own. You know I have my sofrito, so I'm sorry if you haven't made my sofrito. It's something that you guys need to do. I definitely recommend it, and I think it will make your life much easier, which is the way that I like it, to make things easy and as possible. So I'm gonna take out the the chicken so you guys can see how the chicken look after I cut it up and I put it at 400 for 30 minutes. I already took it out. Now I have it at 500 for 15 minutes because I wanted to get all crispy, and that's gonna happen pretty fast. That's why I'm gonna do it for 15 minutes, and that is it. So let's go and do this. Gonna go. This is my new gloves from Walmart. I paid $5 for them, I think. I really like them because the other ones I need to wash. Eventually we have to recycle the other ones. I love the other ones more, but this ones are definitely making the cut. So this is my chicken, and I'm gonna put it here. After I have cooked it for basically, I want to say maybe 45 minutes. How long do I still have? I have 5 more minutes left, so I have cooked it for 40 minutes already. I am gonna add 5 more minutes because I'm taking it out and showing it to you guys. But this is how my chicken looked. And then this is all I did was add this on top of it, and I added the Montreal chicken on it on top of it. And then I also added what did I add? I added something else. I'm trying to think what is it. And then all the juices that are on the bottom of the grilled chicken, I pour it inside of the pot, so it could be all over the place. And then this is the final result of it. And that's what I call an easy dinner because you're not doing too much. The chicken is already done. You're really not doing too much to it, except adding a little bit of flavor to it, because as Dominican, we have to have some flavor. It's just the way it is. It's not gonna change anytime soon. That is, if we don't have flavors, then it's not gonna take great. Let me put it back for 5 more minutes because we need to really have this chicken ready before my cook time. Let's add 7 more minutes, and I'm gonna add my rice. So we're gonna have chicken with white rice, and that is fine with me because we don't need to normally we have to have like some caldito. I can maybe do some beans, but I'm not gonna do that because maybe I should I do some beans because I know that my husband will like some beans with the rice and everything else. We'll see how that goes, but let's do the rice first. Okay, so I'm gonna do just white rice right now, and then I'm gonna try to see if I can make the chicken too. Okay, I mean the beans. So here we go. We have the white rice is going to be olive oil, which you're gonna put a little bit of olive oil. That's how much you're gonna put. You're going to put a little bit of salt. Like I said, remember, salt to taste, because that's what you need to do. And I like to put a lot of flavor to my thing, okay? And you're gonna put 3 cups of water in there, so you better be very generous with your salt, okay? Be generous because that's what you want to do, okay? So that's how much salt you should have. Now we're just gonna pour 3 cups of water. Let's go do that. Okay, so we have 3 cups of water and we're gonna pour it in here. So we have 3 cups of water. Now, I would say taste it, but I already know it already tastes good because that's how I do it normally. And once you've been doing it for 20 years or for so many years, you know that it's going to be flavorful. So I'm gonna taste it just for the sake of tasting it so you guys can know. And then you're gonna taste the water and see how flavorful it is. And to me, it's perfect. You taste it and you see if the water tastes. It doesn't have to be very salty. It have to just have some flavor. That's my recommendation to you. Oh, does this come back? Okay, so now the next thing that we need to do is go get the rice and get it ready for when the water start boiling. Let's hike up the. You guys know that I got this on Wish, so I love using this container. Let me just try to take it. I love using this container for my rice because it drained right there, so it's perfect for it. Now I'm gonna go and get the rice. I love my Pioneer 1 cup, and that's what I use to measure the rice. So I'm gonna get 3 cups of those. Okay, so we have 3 cups of rice, but now I have to go and wash it now. Let me go wash it. Okay, so I have the 3 cups of water right here, rice, and I'm putting it in here. And that is everything that you need to know about white rice. There's not gonna be any problems with it. Depending on how you like your rice is going to be, you can do a rice that is going to be, this thing is always giving me issues. Sorry. This stand is always giving me issues, always falling down. I think my phone is too heavy for it, and sometimes it just falls off, and then, it's just a little bit of hassle. Okay, so now we have the rice in here, right? So my next thing is to move it. Don't let it get stuck, okay? You don't want the rice to get stuck. I don't need to use this for that. So you're gonna move the rice, and you're going to make sure that that rice is going to be perfect, because once it dries up, all you have to do is pour a little bit of oil, because I want this rice to be done fast. So basically what's gonna happen is that I'm going to let it dry. Once it dries, I'm gonna put it in maybe in a number 3, number 4, until the whole rice dries up. And once it dries up, then you're gonna cover it with a top. You're gonna find the top for the pot that you're using. And non-stick will be very recommended, because rice love to stick to things, and that's just the way it is. Let me see if I find the top for that. Need to find the top for that. top, if I can find it. It was in here somewhere. But it's always hard to find because I've been using the 5-cup pot, and I'm using that one more than the other one. So that makes perfect sense. Because if you use it a lot, you know where things are. But if you haven't used it in a while, who knows where that one is going to be. But I didn't want to make too much rice today. I just want to make a little bit of rice and see if the girls wants to have a little bit of rice with their chicken. And that's the fact that, you know. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to check on the chicken and see how it's doing. I think I am going to do some Gandules for my husband because I think he missed them. And arroz blanco con gandules is going to be the perfect combination. So let's just go and do that. And while this rice dry up, and it shouldn't be too complicated because you know I have my sofrito, so I'm going to be able to do this pretty fast. And if you might miss it in 2 seconds, okay? So let's go to this pot right here. And the first thing that we're going to do is, I'm going to go and look for my beans that I'm going to use. Because I'm going to need some beans. Sorry, this thing is, I'm going to need my beans. And I'm just going to do 1 can of beans. I think that should be more than enough. And I think Carno's going to love it. I haven't done gandules like beans in a while. So I think he's definitely going to love that part. Okay. I don't know where my little holder for my containers are, but we'll figure out. Okay. So now what we need for the beans are a pot. We're going to need some oil. And I used olive oil from Costco, so that's what I get, 100% olive oil for the Kirkland brand. Let's go and get my tomato paste, which should be in here somewhere. See if I can find it in this big, okay, tomato paste and my sofrito. Okay. So we have tomato paste and sofrito going here. But I already have a little bit left for my sofrito. I already took out my other one from the deep freezer, so I am good for a little bit, at least for a little while. So the 3 things that you're gonna need is my sofrito. You're gonna need some tomato paste. And after that, you're going to need my bouillon, which if you saw my Walmart haul, you already know that they changed the container on that, so we definitely have to work on it. And now you're seeing that the rice is drying up, and it's going to be that time where you have to cover it. If you want your rice to be done fast, which I do, because my chicken is almost done, and all take is 20 minutes. And what you're going to do is you're going to use a foil on top of it. And I already have a very good foil that I used for my chicken already. So I'm going to reuse it, and put it right here. The chicken was just not even touching it. So this is perfect because we can recycle this. Now we're going to go look for a top for it. So here we go. There's a top for it. It's not a perfect one, but I cannot find the one that goes with it right now. So it's going to be what it is. And then just put the stove on. And we're going to do those beans because my husband loves them. So let's go get them done. You're going to need some chicken cube. And you're going to need some tomato paste, which I'm going to pour that first. You're going to need some sofrito. I think I'm going to pour all this sofrito in here. Gonna be like a 1 spoon or something, and this is gonna be washed anyway, so I can put that one in there. Okay, perfect. Now we just need a chicken cube for it. Okay, chicken cubes. Here we go. 1 chicken cube for this, for the beans. If you like less salty, just put half of it. I will put a little bit of half that. And then if I feel that I need more, I can always add it later. Because like they say, you can take away once you have put so much on it. So we definitely need to make sure that. Sofrito. And you guys have the Gandules that I pick up at Walmart that you saw in my video. So these is the Gandules that I did. And I'm going to just dry them up, open the can, and rinse them out a little bit. And the reason I rinse it out is because you know how they put so much salt for those things to the containers to keep them like that. But if you rinse it out, it's better because I don't want any of the salt that's on the bottom of the thing to get with my bouillon that is already there. I already have salt. I have enough salt in there that is going to be perfect the way it is. Normally I would smash my beans, but right now I'm not gonna smash them because my husband doesn't like it when I smash it too much. So I'm going to just leave them like that. And if you feel that you need a little bit more tomato paste, then go ahead and add it. I'm gonna add a little bit more, but not with that. Let's get a spoon right here. Add a little bit more. And I just want that tomato paste to be infused into this. So next is to put, you're gonna get a whole can of water in there. And then you're gonna let it simmer for maybe 20 minutes until the rice is done. And this is your Dominican beans. In a nutshell, that's how we make it. And how in 20 minutes or so, I recommend smashing it down so all those juices come out. I'm gonna smash a little bit of it because I really like those juices out, but not too much. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to taste it and I'm going to say, how is it? Okay, well, like every time, I've been cooking for so long already that I know this is going to be perfect. The next step is just to add a little bit of white vinegar. Let's do the white vinegar right here. Now that's too much. We want a little bit, not too much. This is how much you want. You don't want that much. Just a little bit, okay? And then you pour it. And here we go. And I believe the vinegar thickening it up a little bit. And I'm gonna leave the fire all the way high until it boils. Once it boils, you're gonna simmer it down to a 3 or 4. And you're gonna leave it on until it gets all infused. So that is the way that I make my beans and my white rice. It's pretty simple. I mean, there's no way that this is going to be able to be messed up. It's just the way it's going to be. You guys can find it very easy. Sorry about the stand. The stand is giving me a hard time today. I don't know what's going on. I kind of feel like it's broken, but I'm gonna have to work with it. So my thought right now is that the white rice and the gandules is going to turn out amazing. You can pair it with a salad. That's my recommendation. And if not, you can pair it with some bacalaíto or anything else that you can pair. Tostones fritos. I don't have tostones, but that would have been a great idea. I'm gonna show you for one last time the chicken, and I'm gonna show you how that chicken is so crispy and basically is actually pretty good right now. Thank you. Well, my stand finally decided to listen to me. Let's see how long that lasts. Okay, so we just came from Costco, so we have a mess that we have to clear out. I have left everything that doesn't need to be refrigerated out. So I probably will do my Costco grocery haul next, so you guys can see what I got at Costco and what I normally get at Costco. So that could be, and how much we spent too, because that was like a doozy one too. Okay, so we have the beans going, the white rice going. How much fire do I have in my? Oh, lower the white rice, because to 2 or 3. 3 is the max you can put. You can put up to 3. Now you're gonna be steaming them for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then just churning it. And you're gonna churn it next. You will see in my video how to churn the rice. If you haven't seen it, go to my videos and you'll see it there. What else am I doing? Oh, I'm showing you the chicken, right? See how forgetful I am? Let's go do this. And this is going to be like literally just a 20-minute. Oh, this is perfect. This is the way my daughter wanted them. They want it very crispy, and this is definitely crispy enough, because I put it at 500 for 20 minutes, I think, and that's going to give them like that crispy feeling to it. So let's go and check it out. Okay, I'm gonna try to lower this here instead of actually lowering the whole thing. There you go. Okay. Okay, well, that is it. I'm gonna try to hold it and see if this stand will work. That's the problem with the stand, that I'm trying to make it work. Here you go. And then you have so much juices on the bottom of it. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see the juices coming out, like right here, right there. The juice is coming out, and that is good, because those are the juices from the Costco. And you can actually go and pour it on top of it and make it like even more crispy if you want to. That is your choice, up to you guys to do that. And so you don't think I'm lying, and I actually make this. This is the rotisserie chicken from Costco. So I think it's $4.99, and the good thing about that is that Costco owns the company, so they basically just make sure that everything is like that. But I have to say that they might look like they're burned, but they're not. They're just crispy, and that's the way we like it in my family, so that's the way we're getting it. But a plate like this is going to cost you like $50 anywhere else, but in my house it only costs us $4.99. I made the rice and I made the beans, and you can pair it with anything else, with a salad or anything like that. So I'm gonna put the chicken back so we can maintain in the oven until my family is ready to eat, which I need to make sure the rice and the beans are ready for consumption. And once that's done, but my oven will keep it heat up because we had a 500 degrees, so I just turned it off, and it's gonna keep it warm until the time is ready for that to happen. So anyway, guys, this is like a simple, on a nutshell, how to make rice, white rice and beans, and especially those Dominican Gandules bean. This is not the way that, this is not no arroz con gandules mixed together like I normally make. This is just a guandule on the side, and it's the same way that I make every beans, so that's not gonna change, because that's my style, and I love my beans the way they are. Using my sofrito is gonna taste much beautiful. I mean, not beautiful, but it's gonna taste more delicious, and that's always a plus. I mean, I think I'm going to make some bacalaito, but that is up to you guys. You have to follow your recipe. With my bacalaito, what I do is I actually add a little bit of sofrito. I put a little bit more flour, and I also put a goja achote seasoning. So that's a staple, and then you add water and mix it up. That's pretty simple. Where is my bacalaito? This is the bacalaito that I use, And I'm probably gonna try to add it into the description only because that's it. And if you want to know anything else that I use around the house, like the rice, what rice do I buy at Costco, and the beans I bought it at Walmart, and I believe you guys saw the holes, how to get that. I'm trying to make to dry my pineapple that I got in that hole to see if I can plant it. I give it a couple more days. This Texas weather is drying it pretty fast, so then it's gonna be next to put it in water and try to make it grow. I don't know but it takes like 1 or 2 years or 3 years, I don't even know, to really have a pineapple come out. I don't know if I can make it, but we'll see. We'll see if I'm able to make that happen. I'm able to make apples from organic apples and get flowers. This is them right here. The hard part is keeping them alive once they are actually outside. It's hard. So you have to grow the trees and stuff indoors and then take them out when it's a little bit more cold, when it's not too cold, because then they're gonna die too. But you want them to survive, so give them a fighting chance. And this is I started them in my Dollar Tree little container here where my seed starts. I'm also starting organic carrots because I made beef stew last week, and I'm actually making my carrots grow, which is crazy because this is my carrots right here and they're growing. So I realized that I cannot put it outside so fast because they're gonna get dry. So what I'm doing is I'm actually gonna keep them indoor for at least maybe 6 months or so. I don't know how long, but I definitely need to keep them longer inside because last time I planted it, they didn't survive. So I want them to live, so I'm gonna let them live for a little while. I do use a little bit filtered water when I change the water. I change the water every day for them to have fresh water and doesn't get like slimy or anything like that, because that's when contamination and mold start occurring. But if you change the water every day, you should be fine. And you can see here that this one is almost about to get them out, but this one is actually out already. So I have realized that I have a green thumb. The hard part is trying to make them survive after I put them outside. Like my aloe vera plant, my mom planted it outside where the sun was hitting it, and she died because she lived in the patio. And I love the patio, but I mean, I do have some bed, some white bed raised garden that I can plant there. So maybe that's what I would do. I'll plant them in the garden and I'll put them at home, or plant them at home and then eventually merge them to outside. I'm not sure, but I just know that outside Texas heat is too much. The other day was 160 degrees in my car. I'm like, and it was only 100, it was supposed to be only 102 degrees outside. I'm like, but in my car, it felt like 116 and it was too much. Anyway, guys, I'll see you next time on Beast Cocina. I will post picture on my Instagram, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I'll continue doing more of these videos and cooking. And I hope that you guys enjoy this video. And next time, visit me at Beast Cocina and share, subscribe. We are up to 380 subscribers already. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are doing an amazing job of sharing it and sending my word out there. I hope that the content that I'm putting out there is good enough for you guys to feel that it's worth sharing. And if you don't feel that it's worth sharing, then don't share it, because I want people that are honest, and that's the way I am. I'm honest, I'm down to earth. I love sharing my information, my savings, and everything like that. And no one's paying me for anything yet. So I'm doing this out of kindness of my love and because I love making these videos, and it really makes me feel satisfied every time I do. So I'll see you next time on Beast Cocina, and no one tell you you're special just the way you are. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.